Hello everyone, and welcome back to Watermelon Movies. We all do miss the great movie series of The Lord of the Rings. And while you can simply go and rewatch the movies, we offer you a ticket to more amazing adventures in the same universe, just a couple thousand years before the events of both Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, Amazon Prime's prequel. Here's what we know so far about the series. If you do enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe. If you want to be notified every time we post a video, hit the bell and you'll have some of the very best movie content drop straight to your phone. Amazon's acquisition. In late 2017, the story began when Amazon announced the acquisition of Lord of the Rings television rights and their intention of producing a large number of series in addition to potential spin-offs. It's unlikely that a CEO of a huge company such as Amazon would engage in such matters by himself. Well, this one has a different opinion. Billionaire Jeff Bezos personally involved in the negotiations and made sure his betting wouldn't slip from their hands, and it didn't. Did it? Filling break. In mid-January this year, the show started filming in Oakland and it was supposed to continue filming till May. It was planned after filming the first 2 episodes. There would be a 5-month break so that they would be able to review what they accomplished and for the writers to start writing for season 2. However, the global shutdown forced them to have their break 2 months earlier, exactly in March. And by the way, later we find out that they had already finished the first 2 episodes before that. Even though the series had the green light to resume in May, Amazon decided to extend the COVID-19 break to include the original planned break. And so far, production is expected to resume late this summer. Guarded writing. These guys spend so much money on that in hopes it becomes fans' next Game of Thrones. Speaking of Games of Thrones, the series writers are taking very precautious measures in order to protect the writing process from leaking. Gate guards, fingerprint clearance, and even closed windows in the workplace. Just a reminder, Games of Thrones was leaked at some point though. Be aware. A very ancient story. In early 2019, Amazon announced that the series would be set in the Second Age of Middle-earth. Before the announcements, there were speculations about the appearance of a young Aragorn, who had been living for thousands of years when Lord of the Rings trilogy took place. However, the announcement confirmed that the story is happening 1,000 years even before Aragorn was born, and of course before The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings movie events. Sorry to break it to you, but it's not likely to happen. And it's not the only thing that's not going to happen either. They also confirmed that there will be no hobbits. Despite that, the set is most likely to use some of the movie stuff in filming. We know that the story is taking place even before the books themselves, so we're expecting original writing with a chance of LOTR references. In addition, a character from the movies is set to appear in a younger version, and we'll talk about that later. J.A. Bayona involved. One of the most exciting news is that Jurassic World director J.O. Bayona is involved in the upcoming epic series. The Spanish director will work on the first 2 episodes of the show. He will work with a colorful team of writers led by J.D. Payan and Patrick McKay, and other writers who worked on big projects such as Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad. The cast. It was obvious that they were very picky about whom they should include in the show. Maxim Broautry, Doctor Who actor, is going to play one of the lead roles in the series. Young Ned Stark actor Robert Armario is also set to play a lead character in replacement of Will Poulter, who was forced to leave the show due to his tight schedule. In addition to the 2 young actors, we are having Owen Arthur from A Confession, Emma Hora from The Gallows Act 2, Nazi Bumbadi from Hotel Mumbai, Tyrone Mudafine, stage actor Sophia Noam Veti, and Morfydd Clark from his Dark Materials playing young Galadriel, who was portrayed in the movies by Cate Blanchett, which makes her one of the first to portray a young version character that was in the movies. Galadriel is so ancient. Huge budget. A lot of companies plan a high budget for their production. While this matter is subject to success or failure, Amazon is taking the risk in going on a super high budget production that is estimated at $1 billion. They spent $250 million on the acquisition. Obviously, they really wanted to create a high quality series that could match you know who, and they spared no effort on that. Amazon Prime seems to be directing all of its resources to make a show that both gives the loving fans an unforgettable experience, making the streaming service more popular and get itself a couple steps ahead in the competition with giant services nowadays such as HBO and Netflix. All in all, we can't wait to see what all these elements and preparation would ultimately turn out to be when it's released, as expected in 2021. What about you? Do you think it's going to be as good as the movies? And what are you most excited about? Let us know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more and more awesome videos. And stay safe, everyone.